Good morning. It is Friday, May 19th, puts us 90 days out from August 17th. The DTD2 tool, which is always in your morning news, to help you understand who you should be talking to today. Keeps us out of call bias. So if you're not dying to pick up the 80,000-pound phone, or you don't know who to talk to next, or you feel like you keep calling the same people, this tool was built, DTD2, not a Star Wars character, yet a call bias tool to keep you moving through the proverbial phone book. So every quarter, there are 2 letters every week. Then there's, of course, 13 weeks in a quarter times 2, 26. That's the alphabet. You got it. So we're calling M's and X's. You're calling M's and X's this week. So, yes, you have to call your X this week. Tell them I said hello. You're also texting your W's. And that is the DTD2. So if you're making your calls this morning, and I trust if you're not heading to a closing table, of course you're making your calls, because we know that those efforts today result in a closing table on or about August 17th. So we're in a Friday morning quick start. We're getting out of the way for, of course, the one and only Mark King, who does wealth building at Wealth Building 2.0 on Facebook. If you're not a member of the group, you don't need to be, but if you're a member of the group at Wealth Building 2.0, Mark and Rebecca Rose, his director of operations, have a conversation every Friday morning, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, talking about the opportunity that you're creating for your loved ones, the insulation you want to build around your business and your personal life, and how to make sure as we continue to earn money that we start to build wealth, or continue to build wealth over time with just simple tactics, thinking things through clearly, liabilities versus assets, all that kind of stuff. That conversation happens in just a few minutes at Facebook, and that is at Wealth Building 2.0. That is the name of the group, should you choose to join. The link for it is simply right in the morning news, which is what we're reviewing right now. We are not doing Ignite today. We're going to wrap up Ignite Monday and Wednesday. Session 19 and Session 20 are Monday and Wednesday, so no Ignite today. We will wrap up Ignite for the second quarter next week, Monday and Wednesday. Then we'll be back with Ignite in September. We won't bring Ignite back until September. In between time, should you need Ignite, if you're dying to go back and jump into Session 13 because you loved it so much, I would agree, it's one of my favorites. You can always do that at KWCLMHub.com. That's where all of our learning videos, our classes, instructional videos, the looms about tech that Melissa and Zoe have put together. It's all right there at KWCLMHub.com. Furthermore, if you're looking for anything, if you're thinking, I don't know what the license number is for the York office, it's at KWCLMHub.com. It is, all the things are there. Every link is there. Everything you could possibly want to know about the company is there. Nathan's favorite color is there, KWCLMHub.com. We are also going to bring you another opportunity this week to hang out with your brokers, and you've got Back to Basics. It's the forms with JV and Westcott, one or the other, maybe both, reminding you always, Mondays at 1 o'clock, Fridays at 1 o'clock, Wednesdays at 9, 10, and 11 o'clock, and then, of course, every other Tuesday with Main Essential Forms with Karen Hamilton at 10 o'clock. Every week at our market center, there is 6 hours of class time with our brokers, never mind the unbelievable access that you have to them, merely a text or a phone call away. So please lean into those conversations. You're never done being in contracts. Find it fascinating when I hear stories from our agents talking to other agents across the street at another brokerage, and they love to talk about how they've been at this so long. I've been selling real estate for years, and I know this contract like the back of my hand. Well, all right. So, true. Well, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I got a scar here from over the weekend, a mountain bike crash. We don't have time to discuss. There it is. I'll point it out. It's like identical to the one my dad had. When an older broker, see the gray hair, says they know it like the back of their hand, the back of their hand might have like age spots, like the back of my left hand does. Maybe the contracts they're using have age spots. Maybe they're not using the updated contract. So when you get challenged by the older broker across the street, across town, across the county, because they know what they're talking about, they know the contracts like the back of their hand, check for age spots. check for wrinkles. And I'm not denigrating people with age spots and wrinkles. I'm that person. I'm also challenging you to make sure that you stay in that room on Wednesdays. This coming Wednesday, 9 o'clock is going to be Vermont, 10 o'clock is going to be Maine, 11 o'clock is going to be New Hampshire, not to mention Ask Your Broker and Essential Forms going on at 1 o'clock on Mondays and Fridays. That's at Keller TV, always at Keller TV. And then the one big pushback we get, and I completely appreciate this because so much of what we do is on microphone, on camera. We record it for the KW Smithsonian. We don't record contracts. That is a living, breathing conversation. And there's a lot of people talking. And those conversations are also not evergreen. So absent guidance from one of our brokers, something pulled out of context that was recorded months ago, could be considered malpractice present day. So we never record these things. So you have to be in the room for the conversation. I'm inviting you to do that on a regular basis. We have time every Wednesday to slow down in order to pick up speed, right? Military concept. Slow is steady, steady is fast. And when you take the time on Wednesdays or today at 1 o'clock to go to Keller TV and spend time with your brokers, to ask questions, to just listen to what the questions are, and to put yourself in the space, put yourself in the pathway of growth, wildly important. So please do that. Friendly reminder for you, too, as we wrap up Ignite next Monday and Wednesday, and we start to get into June, a couple of our big classes coming up in June. We are going to do Quantum Leap on Tuesday, June 13th. That is a full-day class here in Portsmouth. There will be sustenance. It is a full-day class. If you've never attended Quantum Leap, I will call it. I'll give you the quick overview because we're running out of time. It is Gary's love letter to real estate. It is about us discussing our whole selves in this industry. It's a pretty deep class. It's a really important class. If you've been at KW for any length of time, I trust you've attended Quantum Leap at some point. If you haven't, please join me on Tuesday, June 13th. We'll be right here in Portsmouth in the training room for that. Details are on the way. It is a full day. We will feed your face. It will be worth your time, I promise you. At the end of the month, on June 29th, before we escape for the 4th of July, we are doing Business Planning Clinic halftime. It is the 15th protocol for the entire year. What were your goals for 2023? Where do you stand in relationship to those goals? And what can we do to pivot, reassess, retarget, and move forward? Business Planning Clinic halftime for 2023 is on June 29th. That is a Thursday. That is a full day class. More details on all of that to come. We're looking forward to wrapping up a really great second quarter with you and lighting everything on fire going into the quarter 3 and quarter 4. Reminder, today is May 19th. It is August 17th. Anything I can do to help, please let me know. 603-834-2856. You can book my face at meetwithcoach.com. We will see you in and around the Market Center. Have a phenomenal day and weekend.